Okay, so in this one, we are going to focus a little bit on the Anglo-Scandinavian, right? So, Anglo-Scandinavian is very simple, C4 and D5. Generally, we already know that these are the four responses that we will ultimately face in response to the C4. So, C4 E5 is reverse Sicilian, C4 C5 is symmetrical English, C4 D5 is Anglo-Scandinavian, and C4 F5 also you can face some time either by after this and this, or you can straight away face this as well, which might be going towards Dutch defense. Okay, but we're going to focus upon the Anglo-Scandinavian. Whenever it happens, very clearly you take that. More often than not, it will happen, then you can already pre-move it. Now, the main point is that where the queen will move. The Scandinavian basically works in this way. So this goes here. This can sometimes come here. This knight might come here from here, and then here, and then here, and then here. So these are the largely areas in the Anglo-Scandinavian. Let's say the queen moves here. So what you do? Generally, in the English opening, you develop your bishop, look at this diagonal, but this is right now decently close, although this is something which is most likely going to open up. This can also come here, so it's not much. Other than that, the queen is already here, and also there is no e pawn. This is going to trouble your knight's development, so you can also go on this line as well. Okay, go for this. Obviously, your opponent can choose to go here, or just can think about these lines and those kind of stuff. So let's try to see what happens in that direction. It goes here, no problem. We can straight away go for this as well. Mm, 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 mm. Let's say we go for, because in case we go for this, it is well protected by 2 pawns. And also it is giving you a certain amount of space too. We go here, let's say he chooses to go there. You can't go here because if you go here, try to kicking this knight, it will take your rook. Yeah, so that's not a very good idea. What you can do though is that you can go here because this is well protected. So yeah. Let's go here. He might choose to go for this because he thinks that now you can't stop it. And if it comes and you can't stop it, then he will most likely take your rook. In that case, what you're gonna do? That's the main question. What you are gonna do? You can go for this because then it is prevented as well as it is like simple like this. Already in the English opening, the d4, d pawn and the e pawn, you are delaying because you largely play the c4 pawn. So in the middle game, after 4 or 5 moves, it's only the seventh move that we are playing the e4, and on the fifth move we have played d4. So in the first 4 moves, more or less, if a c4, more or less you also play this knight as well. So 2 moves were there. This knight gets developed free. Usually we spend 2 moves here, but in the Anglo-Scandinavian, we did not develop this knight early on. You have achieved one development with your knight because of this pawn trade. So very soon you do go for d4, d pawn or e pawn in one way or the other. Either you go full on them or you go for e3 and d4 and those kind of stuff. Especially d4. When you are going to play d4 becomes very much important. Now coming back to this position, what we are seeing here is that this bishop is threatened. In case it takes, we will take. So not much of a trouble. This is not yet pinned. Correct. And even if something happens, we can very easily go for that. Let's say if he goes for that, saves his bishop. Now what you will do? What you will do? What you will do? See, this threat is now already over. Correct. So we can even go. We can advance this pawn as well because then it is well protected as well. Correct. If we go for that, we may choose to go this. In that case, simply take. It takes queen, mate. Correct. So that is something which might be you might face from time to time. So this is something which is small way that I have given you. Other than that, you can also try to play. Um, See, this position is something you can certainly face. Let me out. This position in the Anglo-Scandinavian, when you are playing English Open, this position you can face many a times. After that, I have said that instead of developing this bishop here and here, sorry, here and here, you should try to go for knights. Most likely chances are that he is gonna try to go for this trick, this, and even when it goes there, you can't just go here because take, let me take. So in that sense, one line I have told you, and already in that there are certain principles of the D pawn and E pawn as well, which is relevant for every opening that you play with the English opening because these two pawns are not developed. We are not going for them in the early on. We are going with the C pawn. So these things are there. Simple as that. Finish. Correct. We can also force this one even in this way as well. Like if we give it a check, then he will have to somehow go for it, right? Let's say he can try to even go for this as well. If it goes this, sorry, it goes here. We can go for here as well. Now it is taken. Goes here, he can't go there, anything else like that. Goes there, we can take again. This looking bait. But if it takes, we can take and takes, we can take. If it doesn't take, already it's checked, so we can take this rook as well. Let's say if it goes, it can't even go here. So it has to probably most likely take. So that's why not. And with this much pieces, you can very easily develop, you can castle and you can play out the game forward. Okay. So again, the principle is basically not developing your knight here again because this does gets possible in the English opening. Correct? Yeah, it's a small thing that I wanted to say.